Dead end. Meghan hit the ceiling as her dad Thomas calling for her title revoked after Ellen show. Meghan Markle's dad has called for her to be stripped of her royal title after her latest appearance on US TV, say reports. Only 8 months after interviewing with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan has appeared on US TV again. She appeared on The Ellen Show and spoke about family life with Harry and time away from the firm. Meghan Markle's dad was embarrassed over the interview with Ellen DeGeneres. He believes she should be stripped of her royal title, according to reports. She also took part in a skit at a market stall where she decided to shop for crystals and perform bizarre acts, such as closing her eyes and holding a crystal to her head while chanting. Speaking to The Sun, Mr. Markle said his family had been left embarrassed by the TV appearance. He told The Sun, "She insulted the Queen, the royal family and the British people. She made a complete fool of herself and should lose her title. I love my daughter, but her performance was ridiculous." In the studio, in front of a packed audience, Meghan talked of being a struggling actress in her 20s, doing auditions at a Los Angeles studio. She said her car had faulty doors that meant she had to climb in and out via the boot. But there was no mention of her dad, who says he supported her both financially and professionally throughout her childhood and fledgling career. Thomas said he even helped pull strings to get her a union card so she could find work. He said, "I'm disappointed she didn't mention me. I hooked her up with a director on the General Hospital TV show and that got her a couple of lines on one of the shows which got her a union card. It's really difficult to get a job without a card, so that was crucial. I paid for the card too. I've been disappointed all this hasn't been acknowledged." Speculation has recently grown on whether Meghan Markle could one day become a US president, but an ancient law might mean the Duchess of Sussex won't be able to. Ex-royal Meghan Markle may be thwarted in her bid to become US president by a 211-year-old law introduced to keep Napoleon's nephew out of the White House, experts say. The 40-year-old former actress, who last year quit the monarchy with her ex-squaddy husband Prince Harry to start a new private life in the States, is likely to one day run for office as the embodiment of the American dream, according to her biographers. But her presidential bid could be scuppered by an 1810 tweak to the U.S. Constitution called the Titles of Nobility Amendment. It states anyone who accepts, claims, receives or retains a title of nobility bestowed by a foreign power would be barred from holding federal office. The clause was introduced after Napoleon Bonaparte's younger brother Jerome married U.S. socialite Elizabeth Betsy Patterson. Politicians feared their son Jerome Jr. might run for office and the U.S. would become part of the French Empire. Though the Foreign Nobility Amendment was not formally passed at the time, it was never thrown out and has remained on the table for more than 2 centuries. Constitutional experts said if it was reintroduced it was likely to pass, thwarting the shy mum of two's run at the White House. What's more, Meghan Markle slammed for continually releasing unauthorized biographies. Experts recently weighed in on the possibly embarrassing consequences that may arise as a result of Meghan Markle's instance towards releasing unauthorized biographies. This claim's been made by royal commentator Jonathan Saccardotti, and during his interview with Express UK, he speculated, "I think Meghan faces a fairly big challenge in terms of family. She's cut off members of her family entirely, including her father, who she seems to have been very close to growing up, and he seems to have supported her and paid for her to be privately educated. Now she doesn't talk to him as far as we're aware. He frequently speaks out about that and he's quite critical of her and Harry's behavior. I think that we can expect in the future members of her family to increasingly say things that she doesn't want them to, whether it's her brother or her father. I think we can also expect more awkward revelations of Meghan in terms of books written about her.